I don't think he should have let it get to the point where they're already at the altar. He's smiling and giggling and kikiing and stuff with her. And then he's like, you know, it wouldn't be responsible of me to, like, it's just, that was wrong. Because she put her heart out there and she said, I do first. And then he's like, yeah, nah.
Okay, I mean, that's what the show is, though. If he didn't go to the altar, like, he's not fulfilling his contract. Speaking of Netflix, today we're actually missing out on Love is Blind reunion right now, man.
We are. It literally started 20 minutes ago.
We lost half of our audience. Oh, man, but I know you caught up on it recently.
Oh, my God.
Season 6, man, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Listen,
have you been to Charlotte?
So I haven't been to Charlotte.
Okay.
I haven't been to Charlotte, but you were in Charlotte for work for a while, right?
I was in Greensboro. I never went
Greensboro.
to Charlotte,
okay.
though. It's like an hour away. It's close enough.
Yeah.
No.
Fair enough. Well, listen, I think there was a lot to cover from this season, but I will say it was really entertaining. And I have some people that I like the most out of this season.
Yeah, some heroes you want to name? We'll go through the heroes, then we can go through the villains.
Yeah. So heroes, that's a tough one.
You didn't want to classify. You just people you like, but you don't want to call them a hero.
Yeah, I don't have anybody that's like a hero.
No heroes, man.
No.
Damn.
You know who I like? I really like, what's her face? Jessica.
Oh, you do? What do you like about
Jessica? Was great. Single mom. I just ragged on a single mom before, but
it's woman's month.
but
Both
still,
sides.
Jessica was great. She was about her business. I liked her. I feel like homeboy messed up. Jimmy fucked up.
How did he fuck up?
Jimmy picked the wrong person. He picked Chelsea.
How is she the wrong person? Why do you think that?
First off, just looking at her, she was the wrong person.
Damn, that's messed up, man. She told him she looked like Megan Fox, yo.
Yeah, that was bullshit. That was bullshit.
Bro, man. She brought up this conversation. She was like, do you have any celebrity lookalikes? And then she pretended not even to know who Megan Fox was. She's like, oh, MGK's girlfriend or wife. I'm like, this phony bitch. And he's like, Megan Fox? And she's like, yeah, you can see his face. He's like, oh my God.
Yeah, he thought he got up. He got up and started pacing around the room. He was so excited.
That's crazy, man. I mean, I'd be excited. Like, I remember when I saw Transformers in the movie theaters and I saw her open up like the hood of the car, and I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. She's so beautiful. So I get it, man. I think we got a video of him finally seeing her.
Yeah, this is a video. This is a video right here.
Who car that is? Hey, what time?
7:45.
Oh, nigga, that's Janet Jackson. Oh, Janet Jackson, the girl Debbie hooked me up with. Oh, hey, hold up, I'll be right back.
Hey, see, she got a friend.
What's up?
Not a damn thing.
Oh my God.
So we gonna kick it or what?
We can kick it, but I forgot I had to go pick my mom from work.
So saying you got to pick up your mom when she walking in the house behind you is crazy.
That's not his mom, man. That's just Craig's mom.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
But if you come by, I won't call you.
Oh my God.
Yo, for real, that's how I would have treated Chelsea too.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but the second I would have saw her, I would have been like, all right, this chick is a liar. First off, she looks more like who's one. She looks more like Adele than and Fat Adele from before, like early Adele. Oh my God, Megan Fox.
Yeah, that's nuts.
There's
man.
simply no resemblance at all.
Yeah, I mean, maybe like her eye color.
No, no, nothing.
Oh my God.
I felt bad for Jimmy because he had to deal with her through the whole show.
Yeah.
And this bitch, after they got together, she would not stop complaining and crying.
Oh my God.
All
that's the
she
worst.
did was complain and cry about everything. Meanwhile, this dude is professing his love for you every 5 seconds, giving you all the words of affirmation, lying to your ass, telling you you're beautiful. And you just want to cry. He goes out with his boys for an hour and a half, and you're crying.
Sobbing, man. She couldn't handle it. She said, I don't want to be with the guy who goes out. You lied. She said he lied to her in the pods. She had an emotional breakdown every episode, man. And
It was
she
disgusting,
She had a breakdown when he called her clingy, and she was like, "That's so rude." And then she threw in his face that they had sex, and he was like, he was like, "You initiated that. Even I need a break from that too."
When he said that, I was like, yo, he don't want to be with this chick so bad.
Bro, I feel like Love is Blind is a torture experiment. Like they say Love is Blind. When does this work? Because on this season, it's been the worst I've ever seen it. Like where they're
bad.
like totally breaking the rules, saying, who do you look like? You know, what celebrity do you look like? What's your race? Like, I don't remember any other season of them being so explicit like Clay and AD. Like Clay said in the pods, like, appearance is very important to me, and AD was like offended at that. But I'm just like, why is he on this show if looks are so important to him? That makes no sense.
Oh my God. Since we're talking about Clay and AD, Clay fucked up.
What do you mean?
So, spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't watched.
Oh, this is a Love is Blind recap for season 6, people. So
Yeah.
let us know what you think.
Yeah.
If you didn't watch it, catch up on this later. We'll post it. If you're watching the reunion, still let us know afterwards. But
Yeah.
we're gonna spoil everything up to this point.
we are
Don't spoil the
spoiling
reunion
everything.
for us, though.
Yeah, don't tell us the reunion. But Clay, he messed up because he had a good one with AD.
Why was she good?
Oh, I mean, she met all his visual expectations. That's for sure. I mean, Jimmy at the bonfire wanted to tell Chelsea, "Yo, AD is stacked."
Yeah, she had a breakdown after that too, man.
She did. She started crying and everything. I'm like, you should be crying, you ugly ass girl, lying.
God damn. How you gonna say for Clay? How you gonna speak for him visually? And is that enough to marry somebody?
No. I think he fucked up because if he wasn't gonna say yes, just like how Jimmy said, "Listen, I'm not gonna say yes," and we've seen it in past seasons. I don't think he should have let it get to the point where they're already at the altar. He's smiling and giggling and kikiing and stuff with her, and then he's like, it wouldn't be responsible of me to like. It's just that was wrong. Because she put her heart out there and she said, "I do first." And then he's like, "Yeah, nah."
Okay, I mean, that's what the show is, though. If he didn't go to the altar, like, he's not fulfilling his contract. I mean,
Mad of him didn't fulfill the contract.
So what? He did. And every year, people go to the altar and get denied. So it's just like, that's what the show is. She knew she was taking a risk. And this is the same person who said, "Oh, he has red flags, but I'm going to paint my nails red to match them." She ignored everything this man said.
She did.
And also, like, what?
There were plenty of signals for her.
1,000 signals. And also,
He
like,
said mad times in random thought, "I'm just so scared I'm going to cheat on you."
yeah, he was scared because his dad,
I know.
his dad would take him on his whole trips, and
He sounded like baby Tiger Woods.
No, for real, man. And I felt for him when he actually opened up.
Yeah,
and
he
she
did.
kind of ignored it. She was just like, I'll be strong for both of us. But it's just like, that's not how it works. Like, you can't be strong for someone else who's unsure. And for me, like, I didn't see anything significant about their relationship or her being a good one or him being a bad one. And it was just like people who were on this show. I felt like he was a clout chaser. I feel like him, Jess, and Trevor were all clout chasers.
You thought Jess was a clout chaser?
She's the biggest clout chaser on the whole show.
I like
man.
Jess, man. I liked her.
Why? Because she's hot? Like,
no,
that's the only reason I
liked her attitude.
Why you like her
She
attitude?
was sassy. I like that shit.
You like sassy chicks who tell you what to do?
Every once in a while. I think
Okay.
that shit is attractive.
I think it's really unattractive. And it was super unattractive, her like being like, "Oh, here's my note that I wrote for my future husband." And then
You didn't like that?
No, hell no, I didn't like it. That's clout chasing.
I thought
man.
that shit was deep.
That was not deep. There was nothing deep in that. It had nothing to do with him as a person. She was just projecting all of her shit onto a wall, like she doesn't see him. And then when they talked at the picnic, she's like, "You know more about me than anybody else." Like, for real? Like, that's ridiculous, you know? Like, and then like she's trying to like say, "Oh, it's okay if you're unsure." And then he's like, unsure, and she's like, "It's not okay that you're putting me through this." She's crazy. I don't like that.
Oh, I definitely think she was crazy, but I think she would be fun. I wouldn't want to marry her though.
Exactly. So Jimmy didn't make the wrong choice.
No, he made the wrong choice regardless.
Listen,
look at who he ended up with.
He didn't end up with her, so it doesn't matter, you know. But it's funny because like, you know, I think about the difference between Chelsea and AD. Like, I feel like Chelsea was crying at everything, making up scenarios in her head to be upset at. And, you know, AD actually had reasons for most people would be upset at. Like, Clay was saying some shit that would make anyone feel insecure in a relationship. But she just ignored it and was just like, "Oh, I'm going to go to my dress fitting." And her mom was encouraging that too. Like, "Oh, girl, like, you go through hard things." And it's just like, okay, you go through hard things when you're actually with somebody. Not when you just are on a show, you've known them for 5-6 weeks, and they're saying, "I don't know if I'll cheat on you. I don't know if I'm ready." Like, to me, like, all of their conversations were like superficial. They were like talking.
It did seem like very surface level. Yeah, I will agree on that. For
exactly.
Sure.
Like they were like talking in hashtags. They're like, "Oh, black love," like just saying a bunch of shit that you would see like on Twitter. I mean, even her like walking up on the aisle, like down the aisle, he's like, "Oh, body," like, and she's like, "Oh, you know, like I got this shit on," like. It's ridiculous. And she picks a dress to like have her whole fucking ass out.
I didn't think anything was wrong with the dress.
But she's trying to like use, you know, her body to guilt him into like being married. And even when he said no, she's like, "Why? Like, what are you doing to me? Like, oh, why am I not enough?" It's like you ignored all of what he was saying because you just wanted to get married. I feel like AD's the type of girl who would marry like ChatGPT. Like, she would marry an AI.
That's not fair. You taking a lot of shots at my girl AD. I liked her. I will say a lot of their conversation was superficial. It's hard with some of these shows because they don't show you like the deep part of their conversations. Like,
I don't think there was any for them from what we saw, honestly, except for him being like honest about his past.
But even when they're in the pods, it's like all of it seems like very high level. Like, I just didn't hear too much that was deep.
Yeah, I mean, she also liked the fucking serial killer who was one of my villains.
Oh, yeah.
What's his name?
Matt.
Yo, he was ChatGPT. He was literally just reading. He was literally just reading off things, asking questions, and then walking out on people. Nobody liked him in the guys' pods or the girls' pods.
Yeah, he was nuts, but the weird thing was he actually did talk to her. Like, he had a normal conversation with her, and I was like, maybe he's finally like loosened up after talking to all these people. I don't know, but still, it's like weird that he could only have a connection with her.
That's not weird because he had a connection with two people, and she's so desperate. She was one of the people who just went along with it. And
wait, who was the other one? I don't remember.
What's the girl, Amber?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. Like, when they were in the pods, though, the girl was saying, "Oh, Matt's telling me this and that," and saying the same thing she was saying. Mm. But she didn't say anything to the girl because she was like, but she said it in the diary session. And then she was talking to somebody else about it.
That's right, yeah.
She was talking to someone else about it, and the girl comes up to her and it's like, "Wait, what did he tell you?" Like, she had to drag it out of her. Like,
she left, too. That girl was upset.
She had self-esteem. Like, AD stuck around hoping that this guy was gonna be something when he's just reading off questions to you, and that's how, I guess, I feel like in Love Is Blind it's all desperate women and, like, you know, really weird guys who like only like who are either clout chasing or are uncomfortable talking to women in real life, or, you know, they have a girlfriend on the side like a couple of guys.
Yeah. So I want to talk quickly about Kenneth and
Brittany.
Now, Brittany, I liked her. I thought she was cool. I thought she was trying to take it seriously, and honestly, she started to look better and better as the show went on to me. But Kenneth, when they got matched, I was like, "Oh, this dude got to be in love with her," and then I was like, "Oh, this dude got to be gay."
Damn, you thought he got those vibes for real?
Yeah, I really did.
subscribe on YouTube, subscribe on Spotify, follow on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, like
all the apps. We're everywhere. We are everywhere.